So now, which popular poet accompanied Alauddin Khilji in his expedition to Ranthambore? Okay, so there was a poet who came with him, and that is Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro, detailed MCQs, at least 15 MCQs I'll have in my overall test. Okay, I'm giving you hundreds of thousands of questions. So Amir Khusro is a very important personality because UPSC asks many questions. Okay, this is again there in Satish Chandra chapter 7, which is medieval history textbook. So Amir Khusro, first thing is timeline you have to know. 1253 to 1325 AD. He was a Sufi, mystic and spiritual disciple of Nizamuddin Auliya. Okay, there are many Sufi saint you know. So this was one of the person. His disciple was this person, Amir Khusro. He was born in modern day Uttar Pradesh in this particular village. And that time it was under the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, Delhi Sultanate, you should know, from the time of like 12th century, Muhammad Ghori, and after that this persons, okay, the different slave dynasty, Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, different dynasties came before the Mughals. Okay, that is called the Delhi Sultanate because they had their center in Delhi. So this person, he lived for 72 years, out of which 60 years he lived in the courts of as many as 10 different rulers. That is why he is very important, as I told. You will learn about all these people, Ibn Battuta, Al-Baruni, but they all would have maybe associated with one king or one timeline. For 10-15 years they are popular, but Amir Khusro, for 60 years, the rulers are going on changing in Delhi, but everybody had him as his like a court poet or maybe a writer for something or translating something. He will be there in courts. Okay, that is why he is very important for you. He is sometimes referred to as the voice of India or parrot of India. Okay, this Tutti-i-Hind, meaning this parrot of India. Okay, and has been called the father of Urdu literature. He was a poet as well as prolific musician. His primary language to write poems was Persian, but he composed almost 500,000 verses in Persian, Turkish, Arabic. So see, this many languages, even Indian languages, Braj Bhasha, Hindavi, everything, as well as the Khadi Boli. Okay, so if something UPSC match the following comes, this Amir Khusro has to be matched with Khadi Boli. Okay. His Khaliq-i-Bari, which is known as the oldest printed dictionary of the world, deals with Hindi and Persian words. Okay, I've taken all the possible factual things, and Vysh test series, if you do all the 100 tests right, I can guarantee you that everything what you need for prelims will be there somewhere or the other. So please study it seriously, please study it faster. To speed up that only, I am reading it out for you. Okay, else you could have done it from the reading by yourself method also, but that will take time because you don't know which is important, where to stress it. So I am doing it for you. Please take it seriously. He wrote in many verse forms, including Ghazal, Masnavi, Katha, Rubai, Dobaiti. So these are all different types of verse forms. Okay, like Ghazals, Khayal, Qawwali, and all you will hear, right? See, he introduced the Ghazal style of song into India. He is regarded as the father of Qawwali. He also credited with enriching Indian classical music by introducing Persian and Arabic elements into it, and was the originator of Khayal and Tarana styles of music. So all these are your art and culture portions actually, the different types of music styles. It is Amir Khusro who introduced most of them into India. Okay, so now Khayal later reached it to its zenith during the times of Muhammad Shah Rangile. It's another Mughal ruler which came later, and today is integral part of the Hindustani classical music, meaning introduction is by this person, this Amir Khusro, but later it became popular under Muhammad Shah Rangile, which comes later. Okay, even after Aurangzeb, he comes later. Now his association with various sultans enabled him to travel and stay in various parts of India and gave him exposure to various local traditions. This helped him assimilate diverse musical influences. He was patronized by 3 Khilji rulers successfully. I told you already 10 rulers are there, and within one dynasty, like father, son, he is already there with 3 Khilji rulers. First is the Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji, gave him the title Amir. Okay, Amir Khusro, that Amir name is given by him only, and the job of something called Musafdar. Okay, Khusro wrote the Khazna-il-Futuh, the treasures of victory, recording whose victory? Recording Alauddin Khalji's construction works wars administrative service. That is written by him. So this Khalji, then this Alauddin Khilji, then after that he also prepared the horoscope of the next person, next successor, who is Mubarak Shah Khalji. So okay, he's not very popular, but because Amir Khusro's story you are studying, you are learning his name also. Else only these two are the important Khalji rulers you have to study. Okay, in the Padmanath movie it is shown. Okay, these two are shown. So this one is the story or the timeline of Amir Khusro. In Khalji itself, 3 rulers he were there.